Yeah, hi everyone, welcome to Watch for another week. Get a few horses to the races finally this week. Had a few horses trialling up and they're all ready to go. So we'll go to Donald on Monday. I've got 3 fillies up there, all maideners. This little filly here, Kate Blame, she's only had the one start and she pulled up just really rough in a muscle enzyme. So we had to spend a heap of time getting her right. And anyway, she seems to be pretty good now. So even her coat's sort of starting to really come through now and she's heaps better. So 1200 metre maiden, she should jump and be competitive and then just sort of see. I think she's probably going to be a miler, but I just need to get her back to the races and while she's going well, we'll certainly do that. So that'll be Kate Blame at Donald on Monday. Boulder County kicks off her race career at Donald on Monday. This has been a tough horse to train as far as barrier education goes. She came to us and she didn't actually go through our process of the young horses, and it's just taken forever to sort of get it up to this stage. But we've now got her that she'll walk in the barrier, stand there nice and quiet and jump out. I don't know how many runs she's going to hold up for, but she's had a massive prep, the poor little thing, and there's nothing much of her. So, but I think a trip away and the whole education side of it will really do her the world of good. So she'll go to the races at Donald on Monday in a little 1200 metre 3-year-old maiden. That's Boulder County. I've got a little Zoya here in at Donald on Sunday. She took to Geelong last week and she just was too fresh and she was sort of played up at the races, and then she jumped out and she just went really hard and the jockey said she just wouldn't settle at all. So we're going to put her on the quick backup and just hopefully the edge is slightly off her. I've been sort of spacing her runs and I thought that was working okay with her, but she was just terrible at Geelong the other day. She was just too fresh. So I'll accept with her on Monday. I'll give her a sort of bit of pace work tomorrow, and if she works up nice and strong, we might put her on the quick backup. But you would think a mile maiden at Donald she'll be really, really competitive in. That's a Zoya. Sandown Wednesday, I'll have 2 stablemates here. They live next to each other. Come along, Jeffrey and Blowin. Both go to Sandown 1200 metre benchmark 70. Interesting, it's on the lakeside track, so I think it will suit Jeffrey more than Blowin. Jeffrey raced first up over 1,000 metres the other day. We used that more or less as a trial, and he's come on really good since then. So go to the 1,200 metres, midweek sort of wet track. That's going to suit him, and he's a horse that'll jump out and put himself up on the speed. So and that really suits the lakeside track. So I expect. I thought he was only just the other day at Werribee, but we knew that was going to happen because he hadn't had a trial. He hadn't really been screwed down. So he'll have a really solid gallop together. These two on Saturday morning. And then we'll accept them and take them both to the races at Sandown on Wednesday. Okay, Blowin goes to Sandown first up. Him and Jeffrey are racing against each other. 1,200 metre 70. Now he went really, really good first up last time in, and then he went to Sandown second up and actually won. So actually third up, he actually won last time in. So. But he's ready to go. I had him in this week at Sandown, and I just thought he needed another gallop, and I'm really glad I held him back because his work was very good on Wednesday. The only thing, the lakeside track doesn't suit horses that get back. So I'd love if he can sort of bounce and be midfieldish rather than sort of traditionally he gets a fair way back and gives them a fair start. This horse, so love to sort of if he can bounce and be midfieldish and sort of get on the back of the sort of the first 4 or 5. That'll give him a big chance. But I would say I just reckon the pattern of racing might come against him. But his work was very good yesterday. I expect him to work good Saturday, and he'll be ready to go for Sandown Wednesday.
G'day guys, big jobs here. What are your thoughts on the new yards, mate? They're pretty good, aren't they? Yeah, as you can see, the yards are up and running. We've got the final touches in last week. The purpose of these yards is so we can have our young ones or our babies in work and they're not interfering with our racing horses. As you can see, they're not locked up in a box. They've got a nice view. Adds to the dynamic at Emsley Lodge, and probably over the next few weeks I'll just get a bit of timber panelling up, adds to the big jobs finesse. So thanks guys, and cheers.
That's it for another week at Emsley Lodge. Thanks for watching. Finally get a few of these horses to the races. A few maideners go around to Donald on Monday, and Jeffrey and Blow-In both go to Sandown on Wednesday. So all the horses are really fit and healthy, and just got a few trialling up. Had a couple of trial on Wednesday at Geelong, and I thought they trialled up pretty good. So hopefully we can get to those couple of horses to the races as well. And then we're actually working quite a few horses here. So hopefully this old Bingo's Bang and Belmere, so they're sort of, they're probably not all that far away. Bingo should be at the races in 2 or 3 weeks, and Belmere's probably probably another 2 weeks behind him, but a couple of their sort of better 3-year-olds, get them back to the races. Till next week, see you later.
And might just put a bit of timber panelling up. That's good. Adds to the dynamic of Emsley Lodge. The big job's polish. The big job's finesse. Say that. I'll just say that as well.